to episode 3 of the Be Local podcast. We are on our way to pick up our very first guest. Are you excited?
Yes, I am actually very excited.
You just want to interrogate someone,
Yeah, I
don't you?
do. Ask them loads of questions. I actually did it to a taxi driver on the way home a couple of weekends ago. I was asking him why he moved here and everything. It was really interesting.
Oh, so it wasn't like the general drunk interrogation you give a taxi driver?
Oh no, I wasn't drunk, I just sat.
The drunk taxi driver, you know that? Oh, nice weather.
Yeah.
Been busy. Well,
None of that.
none of that.
Very
So
good.
yeah, well, we're gonna resume when we get there.
Yeah.
Welcome our very special, very first guest, Miss Ainsley Gardiner, right? Got married officially.
Well, I got married, but officially I changed my name. Ali keeps on looking at me when I make appointments for the doctors and that. Like I went for a COVID jab the other week and had to say Ainsley Reid. And he looked at me. We've been married for about 3 years now.
Amy's not changed her name on anything.
Really?
Disgusts me. She was married previously as well, so it's not even her maiden name.
Oh shit!
It's
Another
her
man's name.
ex-husband's name. Yeah.
So she really likes her name then, does she?
Well, yeah. No, she can't be asked. She was paying like, I don't know, 22 quid for a really shit SIM-only deal just because she couldn't be asked to get it changed. She just couldn't be asked to phone them and say, oh, I'm done with your crap pricing. Give me a better price.
Well, there are better things to do than change your name, Ken.
Well, I suppose.
And I
so.
suppose you are supposed to be doing it.
Well, yeah. I don't know how it affects things legally. So.
Well,
no one's
legally, I
grasped
think
on
it affects your driving licence.
Oh yeah, I think she had that done.
Obviously, I've changed it on my driving licence.
Bank card and stuff. I don't know if she has, but. I'm
No,
not
I didn't
sure.
do that either.
I might edit this bit out in case it's illegal. I'll do some research. So tell us a bit about you. You are the founder of Shop Local.
Shop Local, yes. That was created, oh my god, 6 years ago? Is it 5 or 6 years now?
I think it was.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, I think it was like a 5-year anniversary, wasn't it? Not
Aye,
long
5
ago.
year.
What started it?
Well, Facebook was really in at a time back then. Abdi was on Facebook. Abdi just came off Bebo.
Fucking Bebo. Do you know it was never a thing down south?
Really?
I'd never heard of it until I come up. Well, I had heard of it, but I didn't know what it was until I come up here.
How about Messenger?
Messenger, like MSN.
No, MSN.
Oh yeah, MSN. MSN and MySpace. That was it.
Aye.
Ah.
MSN though, my daughter used to like going to MSN, and I used to, on the computer of course, and you just used to see all these emojis, and it was like a foreign language.
Oh, I used to love it. I used to do like all these little tricks, like where you'd change your name to something eye-catching, thinking you're amazing, like a lyric from like a really good song, and then you'd hide yourself offline and then come back online just so that people would see it pop up.
And now on WhatsApp it's like sleeping, not available.
Aye. Well, the thing is, like, people had the stupidest names on MSN as well. Like, Hot Dick 401 has come online.
And was that yours?
No. Small Dick 101. I want to get more into Shop Local, but I think the main question that we need to ask before we do anything else is, what's your favourite place locally? Because I'm planning on driving towards it, and if I don't ask you now, we're gonna be in Fraserburgh before we realise we haven't
Well,
asked
do
you.
I hate to tell folk about it, because that means there's going to be lots of folk maybe gamble it. We call it Tenerife now.
Tenerife.
Tenerife. Mikey, my grandson, made a mistake one day. He goes, I'm going to Tenerife. And he goes, are you meaning Turlair? He goes, yeah, I mean Turlair. So even my dog realises Tenerife is Turlair now.
See, Turlair is my favourite place around here as well.
I just love it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll be glad to go there.
Have you been jumping in it, Turlair? I was going to call it Tenerife. Have you been?
Tenerife?
Have you been jumping in?
No.
No.
I watched the video at Christmas time though, or if I had the really bad weather, and I saw a video of somebody ignore the ice, and that was a bit mental, and you were just waiting for it, and they did actually fall into the ice, icy water.
Danny McCaskill was there a couple of weeks back, wasn't he?
Aye.
I mean,
I'm Reg Conan, got
you
a
look as
few
if you're not down with the kids. You don't know who that is, do you? He does like a lot of like mountain biking, but he does like tricks and jumps off like high cliffs onto stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's big with us younger generation. Are
People
you
who like biking.
Do I look like I go biking? How old are you?
31.
Shit, we're the same age.
Yeah.
Do not ask me my age, please.
You're what, 33?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Why do you like to so much?
I learned to swim there.
Alright. Okay.
Many years ago. We used to bide in McDuff, Priest Street. In the summer holidays, whenever I used to go abroad or anything.
You went to Tenerife?
I went to Tenerife, aye. Every single morning, Mum would pack up the flask and all that in the windbreaker, and the whole lot of us, a few of their families as well, would get together. We are windbreakers, and we would cry at the Tinkies camp.
Windbreaker, are they like the little like mesh walls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things, yeah.
Aye, yeah.
For some reason, you said we all got our windbreakers. I was thinking they were like a name of like swimming trunks.
That's Speedos.
Stop your farting. Windbreakers. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like those, they're like canvas walls.
Aye. So there was about 3 or 4 families, and we were actually doing that so much that it was actually a postcard to our layer, and my mum's Rover, her green Rover, was outside the wall, and the Tinkies camp was there as well, so it was in a postcard, which was quite cool.
My mum was on Google Earth once.
Was she?
Yeah. So I was trying to show my friend my local area. Like I used to play with a lot of people on like Xbox Live. So I made friends in like America, and they were like, "Oh, what's it like where you live?" So I was like looking through Google Earth, and I was doing like a little tour of the town, so to speak. And oh, lo and behold, there's my mum and little brother with a stolen trolley they'd taken from B&Q full of like plant pots. They'd obviously bought a shitload of plant pots, couldn't get them out, and they were midway crossing the road. My mum was wearing like green trousers, but that's how I knew it was there. I was like, there's no way that
It's
was
a green
anyone else.
trousers.
Aye, there's no way anyone else wore those trousers.
Brilliant.
It's a death row meal.
Death row meal, I think it would take to be a buffet.
That's bollocks. You can't have a buffet.
Yeah, because that's about everything.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I like so much food.
I was watching this like challenge on YouTube earlier. It was like some guy gave his sister like 10 minutes to spend £5,000. She was like, "I'll just have £5,000 worth of gift vouchers." And he said bollocks. He said
you
you got to
can't-
make a decision now.
But gift vouchers you would take to spend.
In a specific place.
Amazon gift
shut
vouchers. You can
up.
spend that fucking. No, but that's what I'm saying. Amazon gift vouchers you can spend on absolutely anything.
Aye.
Yeah.
You can get kitchenware, you can get anything from there. So that's what she tried to do, and he said, bollocks, you've got to pick somewhere, and you've got to make that choice. So bollocks, you're not having a buffet, you have to pick starter, main, dessert,
Okay, I
And a
like
drink.
lasagna.
and a drink. And
I love lasagna.
Well, for a starter,
No.
what order do you eat your meals in?
It just depends how hungry I am.
Wow, good idea, good point.
Okay, I like a bit of lobster. I do.
Oh,
I am quite
Do
posh.
you?
Yeah.
she introduced me to langoustine.
Oh,
That's right,
I
aye.
used to work next door to her house, and Ali had made this like proper hillbilly. Is that the word? It's like a hillbilly barbecue. Is that?
Probably Ken and Ham.
Well, it made it out of like a washing machine barrel.
Ah, the washing machine barbecue, yeah.
Yeah,
I was still got it.
awesome.
Yeah.
So good. And yeah, she bought langoustines. Like, come and try them. Freaks me out because just the look of lobster freaks me
Well,
out. It's
they're
so
just
nice.
like mini lobsters.
Yeah, that's how she
That's
sold
not
it to me. Because I like prawns, and they look kind of like prawns, so I thought I'll try that. But lobster, they serve you inside the shell, don't
Shell, yeah.
Aye, yeah, but you know how to be as fancy as that. We went to Miller and Carter, what was it, a couple of years ago, and they served it in the shell with like herbs and spices on it. But lobster, well, personally I think it's better just be a bit of butter, a bit of salt, a bit of bread. That's it. That's all you need. You need to get the taste to it instead of all the crap that goes along with it.
How much is a good lobster? How much does it cost? Because I know that there's this like misconception that lobster's stupidly expensive.
Well, Jockey used to sell pre-cooked lobster, and I think they were about a £5. They weren't that big.
Oh, that's not that expensive.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about lobster, but I imagine when someone says, you know, like the stereotypical, I would go to a posh meal, I'll have lobster and champagne. It's like
Caviar.
caviar. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We're just doing a circle around McDuff here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you'd pay for a lobster.
Well, I think they're overpriced in restaurants and all that.
Aye.
They're talking about bringing the law out to stop being able to boiling lobsters alive, because that's how you cook them.
Yeah, it is quite
I have a traumatic memory about boiling. Do you remember, Ainsley?
Crabs?
The crab.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen somebody boiling a crab alive.
I'm fucking scared of crabs, right? I'm scared of them. Get a knock on the door.
I couldn't do it myself.
I got a knock on the door from Ainsley.
I just couldn't do it myself.
She says, is anyone willing to pick up a crab and put it in a pot for me? I was like, all right. So a work colleague of mine, we went round. I've got the footage of him doing it as well. It freaked me out. And she says, I've got this crab and we need to cook it.
That was with Duncan Masson.
Oh, well, Duncan must have a really big boat, because this crab was like a fucking football.
Aye.
It was massive.
Huge. Angus was going mental.
Well, I'm not surprised. He thought you'd got another dog. It was about this big.
The claws.
The claws was almost as big as my hand. And yeah, so my friend, my colleague, he picks up this like it was nothing, and it pinched him. And he's like, oh, you got me. And then I think all the guilt about putting it in the pot went out the window at that point. And that was it. He put it in. But I heard that they screamed when they didn't.
But it never.
I didn't know.
No.
Nah. It was so fat he couldn't open his mouth wide enough to scream. It was honestly, it was massive. How many days did that last year?
About half an hour. It's a crab.
Oh, honestly, it was massive.
Crab meat is lovely. The pincers are just beautiful. You just sit there with whatever you've got, kebab stick, toothpick, and you just get the crab meat, and it's just absolutely lovely.
It fascinates me watching people prepare crab and lobster, but I couldn't do it. Like Gordon Ramsay, watching him like prepare crab is incredible to watch, but I bring the crab near me and I'm freaking out.
Even fillet and fish and that though. I don't know how people do it.
I couldn't do it though.
We got during lockdown, we got a bag of langoustine, and it was about this size, and I wanted them peeled before I could cook them, but Sean couldn't peel them. He's always said he couldn't peel them and eat them. So I decided to do it, and oh, what a mess I made it. I ended up binning the whole lot.
Really?
I was nearly sick. I knew I wouldn't be able to eat it because I've pulled them apart. I'm like, that's a head, that's a...
Yeah, I'm kind of like that. I like them while I don't have to know what they look like midway.
Just serve it to me in a plate.
Yeah.
But see, what's a delicacy if you suck the head?
Oh.
That sounds dodgy, does it?
Yeah, it's a delicacy in my house.
It's
a delicacy in my house.
That's like birthday treats, is it?
So, I had a flashback the other day, and I want to know, you're a couple of years older than me, Ainsley.
A couple, yeah, just
Right.
a couple.
So, I remember when I was a kid, my nan used to prepare this, she used to make a buffet every week for the family.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to make tuna mayo and whatever, and you could help yourself. And I remember she used to make tuna mayo, and it had the eye sockets of tuna in it.
No.
Is that?
No, that's not normal.
I imagine she must have
Was
bought
it no the wee bony bits?
Yeah, it was it was like a little cup.
That's a spine.
Is it?
Yeah, you used to get that in tin tuna. You still get it in tin salmon.
Yeah.
And it's the spine. It's the discs.
Well, that's still look onto like eyeballs, Chris.
No, but it's like a little cup, isn't it?
It's just crunchy.
So I thought it was like the eye socket. But
I feel
actually,
quite sick.
It's a no.
It's a bit of a stupid. It's a bit of a stupid question now. Now I know the size of a tuna as an adult. Yeah, good point.
I used to think tuna was like tiny wee things so they could fit in the tins.
Like a sardine.
Aye, and I came from a fishing family, so but they were mostly catching haddocks and lobsters, nothing. So
Aye.
it was our tunas.
Right, so we've got lobster for the start. Then you're having a lasagna for me.
A lasagna, very well made lasagna.
Which means what constitutes a well-made lasagna?
The mince has got to be really nice and just
no fatty.
Aye, I was at Market Arms for lasagna when they first started doing meals, and I thought I made a good lasagna, but this lasagna was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I was a wee bit pissed off because they did make a better lasagna than I did.
Market Arms lasagna, you heard it here, people.
Yeah, definitely.
And so dessert, what are you having?
Cheese.
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 Just cheese, not cheesecake.
No, cheese board.
Cheese board.
Cheese board, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
different kinds of cheeses.
Oh, with the melted camembert in the middle for.
Camembert?
What's it?
Camembert?
Camembert. It's got a G at the end.
You can't fit your mint.
It's camembert. It's silent. It's a T at the end, not a G.
Okay. Melted cheese.
What are you on about?
Melted cheese.
Melted cheese.
cheese.
Yes. I'm not adventurous when it comes to cheese.
Oh, have you seen the raclettes you get?
The what?
Raclettes.
No, what's that?
Right, you get like a kind of wheel of cheeses you get.
Yeah.
The big wheel of cheeses.
Oh God, there's a blackening up here.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Holy toots.
oh God.
What's happening here?
Oh,
Oh God, what is happening?
the groom.
Oh, maybe they've got the boats here. The model boats.
Oh yeah.
Well-
Oh, there's people over it.
I don't know what's going on, but it looks like we're going to turn around and vacate the area because there's people here.
Tulare is a place to be, folks.
All right. Well, Tulare was a bust. There was hundreds of people there.
Tulare was fantastic, yeah. The words got out.
That's it. Someone heard you talking about it. Now everyone's turned
That's
up.
mental, is it?
I've never seen that many people there. It's usually like 2 or 3, and it's I say a hidden gem. I think it's very underrated, and I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm gutted we
Aye.
haven't got any great footage. So we'll have to venture towards somewhere else.
I mean, for me, when I learned to swim down at Tulare, it was crowded every single day.
Mm.
And there used to be the cafe there. My chum's mum ran the cafe. And I can still smell the place if I think back about it. And there used to be video game machines there, and sweeties, ice lollies, Mr. Freezes.
That sounds perfect for the summer.
It was fantastic, honestly.
I hope I heard there was plans to renovate and restore it.
Yeah.
Is that?
Aye, Friends of Tulare.
Is it happening?
Aye. I think they were handed it over for the council not long ago.
Okay.
And they've got a lease for 99 years or 100 years. This could be total crap, by the way. And
What's going to be total crap?
It could be.
me saying facts. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm never very good at hiding stuff in my head.
So don't quote her on this.
Ah, exactly. I could have dreamt it. But they've also got a notice board up at Tulare now saying about Friends of Tulare, fit the day, how they raise their money, how much money they've got maybe.
Okay.
There's a Facebook page anyhow, and you can go into that and see all the great work they've done.
Oh, brilliant. So, Friends of Tulare on Facebook, anyone interested? Where are we? Because we're kind of, not physically where are we? You're looking around like,
Oh.
I know where we are.
So we're in McDuff, Chris. I'm not sure how long
Yeah,
you've lived
like-
here for.
I mean, like,
but,
where are we at? Did we ever get to why you set up Shop Local?
Yeah, why did you set up Shop Local?
There was a few reasons, but there was one night I was on my laptop and somebody was slating a restaurant that had just new opened. And there was loads of comments saying, oh well, wouldn't have begun there. Wouldn't have begun there. And I thought, that's a bloody shame. So I started a Facebook page up, and I never did it properly, because if I did it properly it would have just been under Shop Local instead of Wonderbeldy. Because Wonderbeldy is a weird name, Karen.
To be honest, I didn't even know what that meant, but I assumed it was something like Beldy was something to do like a woman.
Well,
Wonder Woman.
Beldy is a woman,
Yeah.
and Wonder, it was like Wonder Woman,
Yeah, that's it.
right? Because I went in Asda one day and I came out with a Wonder Woman onesie.
All right.
And Ali was asleep on the sofa when I got back, so I tried it on. I spun into the living room like Wonder Woman did, but not so gracefully. And he woke up and he just went like that, Wonderbeldy! So that's how I became Wonderbeldy.
So you set up the Shop Local page to combat the negativity, is it?
Yes, yes.
I mean, they say it takes years to build up a reputation and minutes to knock it down.
I just thought it was a shame. The folk were like, just opened, and that must have like really hurt them. Okay, just like one bad review. It was in a community page as well.
But there's, in a business, there's always going to be a negative side to it, because everybody's just human. So you've got to expect that the business isn't 100% perfect all the time.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I don't get why people go out of their way to leave a bad review when they never go out of their way when there is a good thing to shout about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's what I kind of liked about Shop Local, is that you encouraged people to shout about the good rather than rant
Aye.
about the bad.
Yeah.
But you'll find out if there is a negative thing, and when I got to like seen enough, there's going to be lots of comments on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And folk do take time out to actually delete negativity instead of positivity,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
I think that's one of the things I've found as an admin. Like, people want the negativity gone, but they expect that it's like almost your fault when it's not gone within 5 minutes.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got a job, you've got a job, we're doing something, Tracy's got a job, she's not about, Laura's busy at work, and none of us see this negative post. There's like this whole, like, oh well, admin should have got rid of that. I was like, well, we can't police everything all the time. And
Well, I would like to put a wee bit into that, Chris. The last negative post it was on, right? I was actually up to my eyes in Great Dane diarrhea.
That's I've seen the size of the shits that he does.
Yeah.
Like, first hand.
Well,
so
mark them runny.
Oh.
And you can understand why I wasn't on Facebook much that night, because I was clearing up Great Dane diarrhea.
Ah.
So
Yeah. See, I didn't see any of that. It was gone before I even had a chance to look at it.
yeah,
But yeah, it is a.
it can't be policed 24 hours a day.
No, that's it. When I put up that survey about Canal Park,
Oh aye.
and I was like, oh look, can everyone just leave their answer on the feedback, and that's be it. And then someone was like, oh, turn the comments off. And I did, but I thought to myself, we shouldn't have to. We're all adults here.
Yeah.
We should be able to have a civilised discussion. So me and Kim have kind of agreed to avoid the whole Canal Park. We'd like to sort of know where you stand on it, but we don't really want to go
Well,
too much into it.
I think
Are you for or against the Morrisons?
I'm against it. I'm not against the actual supermarket coming to Banff and McDuff, but being in Canal Park, yeah. But Morrison's now is in the middle of a takeover, and it's not just one company bidding for it.
Okay.
It's kind of bidding war just now, and it's private equity firms as well for America.
Okay.
But I was quite surprised because I've been following it for a while now, because I really hate Amazon, and
I know, I saw you wince when I mentioned him earlier.
yeah, I do hate Amazon. But I've been following Amazon for a while, and when they got together with Morrisons, and then I heard Morrisons was coming to Banff, I thought, ooh, they might do a takeover. But seemingly Amazon doesn't want to take over Morrisons, so it's other firms that do. But it's a wee bit of worrying, because look at Debenhams in Aberdeen. They were taken over by a private equity firm, and their assets were stripped, and now they're gone.
All right. See, I don't pay too much attention to that sort of. That's your sort of like thing, isn't it? The business,
Yeah.
the aspects of the insides and outsides of the business.
It's quite worrying,
Yeah.
because I think the council should rethink their consultation, because we didn't care what we're going to get with a supermarket. Nobody cares. It's just if it was an independently owned company, still near Canal Park though. So that's my view in Morrisons. But it's anywhere but Canal Park.
Was you born here?
I was born in Banff, and I've stayed in Banff, McDuff, outside Cornwall. I've stayed in Falkirk, London, Aberdeen for a wee while. Came back to Banff, and we were supposed to move to Spain a few years ago, but I was knocked in the head, so we're just in Banff.
So what made you go away and then come back?
An ex.
An ex made you go away, or an ex made you come back?
Babe. Only joking. No, only joking. Now I moved to Falkirk for a couple of years, then came back, and to be honest with you, I did cry the hell why coming back to Banff.
Really?
I did.
Because you missed the place so much, you were so glad you were coming back.
There was so much to do in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But being back in Banff, you've got the beach, you've got the forest.
It's a different way of life, isn't it?
It is,
You don't have
definitely.
everything on your doorstep, but then you have the perks of no having everything on your doorstep.
Aye.
See, the more I get to know you, you're a bit sort of hippy dippy, if you don't mind me saying. You like all like the wilderness and glamping and being out and one with nature.
Yeah.
Do you not find that ultimately beneficial being here?
Oh, I definitely. It's nice to be. Well, Duffy's Woods is like one of my favourite places as well. It's nice.
Roadrunner in the bloody road. Yeah, Duff House is beautiful. So do you, what makes you stay then? Why haven't you considered going anywhere else?
I think we would move house, but I think we would go to the country. We'd stay in this area.
Yeah.
I would love to live in the country.
Is there any particular area of the country?
No, I just want a wee hoosey in the country.
just away from everyone.
No neighbours.
I never said that. I'm off the seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bridge Street is probably the worst street in Banff for
It's
seagulls.
Seagull City.
It's I imagine it's what it's like parking at the chicken factory.
Aye.
It's so bad. You clean your car and before you've even parked, someone shat on it again.
Angus isn't even safe.
It's been shat on.
He gets shit on.
Well, he's got quite a large surface area.
Yeah, I know, but it's still not nice for him, Ken. He's a bloody dog.
It's good luck though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's what they just tell you.
I got shat on once and then dropped my phone in a drain the same day. Good fucking luck, my ass.
There's warthogs.
Oh, right.
It's lovely.
Paint
in
your own
there.
pit
What
pottery.
is it?
What did you do?
I've never
Pottery?
been.
Did you painting classes now? And you can like paint teapots and
Oh, nice.
Mugs
cups and plates
Kids'
and
parties where they've all got
Oh,
their
that'd be
fingerprints
so
and
good.
animals.
and when you've got a baby you can just like plaster your baby's
Oh,
hands and
yeah.
paint and
I've got them hanging
great
up in
for
my house.
granny granda presents and all that.
I
Yeah.
thought you could plaster the baby's head. I'm like, is that safe?
I'm not sure if they do that. Let's not mention that.
No false advertising here.
No, definitely not.
So what would you say is the biggest draw for people to this area?
Well, I was about to say the quietness, but I've just like mentioned the seagulls. So,
Yeah. Not draw to Bridge Street, draw to the area.
hey, no, it will be Bridge Street shortly because it's getting regenerated.
Ah, Bridge Street.
So-
Yeah. Are you happy with how it's going? So you don't really like have a business on there that's being disrupted, but obviously you live there. So
I just think they could have done it when the lockdown was on.
Yeah.
Because a lot of construction companies was operating when the lockdown was on, but the tender wasn't put out till after lockdown, I think.
okay. So you think they've timed it badly, but it's ultimately beneficial, right?
Aye, yeah. But the ironic thing is, when Bridge Street was on about closing for a few months, it was the end of the world, Ken. It was like, oh my god, these businesses are going to
shit.
suffer.
This is a property.
And I've got a
It's
clue
okay,
for
you can go right round.
Are
So
you
if
sure?
Go down, yeah.
I'm not going to get stuck at someone's front door.
No, this is lovely. See, if you want a house in the country, this is where you want to live.
Just drop them off, please.
If you go down here, so there's Eaton House, I think it is.
I'm struggling to take.
Oh.
I'm struggling. I like that sign.
I've heard about this place.
I'm struggling to take directions from you.
Yeah, no,
After-
so
After the last two
The
podcasts.
only reason I actually know is we clean a house down here, and I've been lost so many times getting to it showing stuff that I actually know my way around about.
Okay.
Is it no huge?
Yeah.
Is it near the
There's
house you
4
see?
of them. There's 4. Well, that's split into 4 houses.
But is it near the house you see if you're, say it's done at Canal Park?
So, oh no, that's we.
Where am I going?
No, go left here. So we actually cleaned that house as well, and yes, it's absolutely
What's that
massive.
crowd? I
I
can't
can't
remember.
mind, but you get into it. It had a tree growing through it and stuff like that, and then they bought it, and they did all this work to it, and as they were away to move in, kids vandalised the whole place, and they had to put it off like 2 years. and
I
do
saw
more
photos
to
of
it.
that, yeah.
But it's absolutely stunning.
This place is beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad I accidentally drove in here.
Chris, I've never been here before.
this is. It's
That's somewhere
lovely.
you've never been.
Yeah,
And
I've
this
been to a
is-
lot of places, but
This is where you want to live if you're out in the country.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a house that size. I'll be honest.
I just went to a little house and there's not much housework.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Your dog would need a bedroom the size of a normal human bedroom.
Yeah.
It's like a
Look at
horse.
that.
It's absolutely gorgeous, is it?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to mow that grass either, really.
If you had the money,
Postage stamp
Am I going left or right?
Left.
if I had the money for a house this big, I'd have the money to pay someone to mow it.
So that's in there.
I do sheep.
In there. Clean in there.
Oh, nice. You'd Forrest Gump it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be so rich, you'd just mow your own lawn.
What did you find the difference was for staying in Falkirk to staying here? What was your biggest contrast?
Roundabouts. I learned to drive during Falkirk, so I was a late learner. So learning to drive during there's so much roundabouts, honestly. And but you couldn't go into the sea. That was one of the main things.
Yeah.
You had to drive a few miles to go to the sea. So every time we came back, it was lovely just to go for a walk along the links. That was nice.
And what do you feel was there a difference in the people?
The Falkirk folk was lovely.
Yeah.
But I was standing in a queue one day, I can't mind which shop it was, but one of the wifeys in front of me says,
There's a broken down castle there, I'm sure it's got a name.
oh, I've seen a scene. It's called the Broken Down Castle.
I might make you jump out and read the plaque just for that nonsensical.
Right, come on, let's quickly mark the plaque. Aye, so during Falkirk, one of the wifeys in a queue in front of me says, oh, you sound just like Roisin for River City.
See, I like that then. Did you see that lady?
No?
She gave me a real wave, not like a half-assed thanks. She proper waved and smiled at me. That's what I like about Banff. In London, you can walk around day in, day out, non-stop, 24 hours a day, never bump into the same person twice, and never bump into a single person with a smile on their fucking face.
That is true.
Up here, people are genuinely smiling.
Well, I don't want to get into any major discussions here, but like that maybe it's an English thing, because when I stayed in Kilmarnock, you could sit at a bus stop and somebody would talk to you.
Were they like off their nut though?
No, they'd be really
I was
friendly.
going to say that as well.
Oh, road closed.
Oh, that's what the castle's called.
Eden.
Oh, road closed castle.
Yeah. Access as usual. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we've got Eden Plant somewhere near here. I've never been there either. Be interesting. But is that lavender? Big field of lavender.
I think it
No, I
is.
don't
Well, it's
think that's
purple.
lavender. Well, it's like chai smell.
I did a post on that in the Shop Local because it was outside White Hills as well. Near the same field, obviously. But,
But yeah,
it was a purple field, but there's a name for it, obviously.
yeah, whatever it is, it looks great.
It's purple, it's lovely.
Yeah.
What's been your good news of the week?
Ali coming home.
Hey, like football.
He fit.
Look at the silence. The silence.
Fits.
Wrong audience.
Football's coming home. No.
No, Ali came home. I had a knock on the door.
Oh,
Well,
this is the road that's
that's
closed.
the road that's closed. It
Oh,
did
but
say it
Eden
was
Plant
closed.
is open.
Right, come on,
Oh.
Thelma and Louise, come on. Go for it, go for
Go
it.
for a bit.
Come on, it was so funny.
We're going to end up in a bush. Oh, we're going downhill. Oh God. What am I reversing into?
I'm looking there to see your reversing mirror, but that's not what that is.
No. So here's Eden Plants, guys. It's open. Well, it says open as usual. Now it's closed.
Well, I've never been here, so
I've never been here, but it
Yeah.
looks pretty nice. I like the little cottage look of it. It's like a
that'd be a perfect house too. Yeah.
yeah. So that road was closed. That sign didn't lie, and I look like an idiot.
They don't usually lie, actually.
So Ali's back. Good news.
Ali's home, he surprised me.
So did you not know he was coming?
No, he just rang the doorbell and hit it in the dike.
So you thought, some little arseholes are ringing my bell and running away.
Aye, ding dong dash. So he just appeared, and I was like a burn at Christmas time. Oh my God,
Oh,
the house is a mess, like, but it doesn't matter.
you couldn't pretend to be domesticated because you hadn't prepared. You weren't ready for him.
No, I was sitting watching Netflix.
You were
Of
literally
course,
caught with
Ken.
your pants down, eh?
Well, leggings on, my holy leggings.
Your Sunday leggings.
Aye, yeah, my lockdown leggings.
Lockdown leggings, I like that. I've thought about buying something like that because all women say they're so comfy.
But
I thought,
leggings?
yeah.
Don't buy leggings.
I thought I can be fat. No, just in the house for lockdown. I thought about it. I'm not going to. It's not like a current life plan. Like I thought about it when we were in lockdown and I was stuck in the house. And I thought,
Just guys wearing tight trousers and stuff all the time. Like, what is that? It's a women's
Well, it depends on
thing.
the guy, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
all the clothes I wear are tight. Can I get out this way?
Yeah, probably.
Let's try it.
I don't know where we
I'll
are.
take you to the main road because like that's the trees at the road.
You hope.
Bound to be. We're going bad
Bound to be.
direction. What would you say to somebody who was going to move here or come and visit here?
It's a nice, friendly town. It's a slow-ish pace of life. You've got the beaches, you've got the woods, you've got. I mean, you bet if you want the real excitement, you've got Aberdeen on one side, you've got Elgin and Vanessa next. So
Yeah.
you're just like in between the two.
Yeah. But it's a choice to be involved in it
Aye.
rather than it being on your doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the main pull for me. Is that if you want chaos, you can go and visit Glasgow for a weekend, spend Halloween in some ropey nightclub at 4 in the morning.
No, thank you.
And if you want a quiet, chilled life, then generally you've got it 89.9% of the time.
Aye. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go left here.
That's why I've
Those trees look like someone's land.
tried to promote glamping on Shop Local as well.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
lovely.
Getting like quirky holidays, 50 mile radius. And there's so much glamping sites going to be here.
Yeah.
And glamping just, it's just fantastic.
What's the favourite one you've been to?
Aldrotty Woods,
Is that the way you got married?
sure is.
That's,
Yeah.
we looked at there for getting married. We couldn't go there because my asthma, my hay fever, and there was like
Oh,
sheep
really?
and hay and straw and stuff, and I thought I would die on my wedding day. But it was stunning, absolutely stunning to be in and look at and see, having the benches and everything up through the woods with the aisle up the middle.
Oh no, that's a different place.
Is it? Where's that place? You did a thing on Shop Local on that.
Yeah, it's in Birkin Hills. It's
Yeah,
beside
that's it.
Portsoy. It is absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's actually a wedding venue place.
Yeah.
But Aldrotty Woods was just a place that we went near in a couple of times.
Oh, really?
And then when Robin came to our house from inside to get married, he goes, you can get married wherever you want. And my eyes lit up. I looked at Ali and it was like Aldrotty Woods. So,
So I was just making sure your camera was still recording. Getting all the way to the end of this and there's no footage of Ainsley.
yeah, that'd be hilarious. hilarious.
I think this is the Aberdeen road.
Yeah.
Oh, Kynajar Meats, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You took me there.
we were there.
I'll tell you what, the pie was lovely.
Lots of steak.
There was lots of steak in it.
Aye, yeah.
Yeah, we went there. Why did we go here?
To buy a pie.
Was it literally to buy a pie?
No, it was some for the Fiver Fest.
Oh yeah, we were sorry, 5 first car. Yeah.
To see if they wanted to take part in it.
Yes.
But they've also got like a fishing pond in their loch.
Oh, isn't it like a trout farm?
Trout farm, yeah.
Oh, you won't be able to see it for the trees, but yeah, they've got like a little trout farm.
But their sausages are really good. Highland Coos. The Highland Coo fillets are just beautiful.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Aye, yeah.
Aye.
I'm being serious about food. I was serious about food.
No, I didn't. I
didn't even know that they ate
I
Highland
didn't know that.
Aye.
What?
I thought you saw them.
I saw them. I didn't know they were for eating. I thought they were for decoration.
Really? Honestly.
Yeah.
Do you care what a farm does? 'Cause
What? They're fluffy though.
They're too cute too.
Aye. You can't eat them.
Do people breed them for eating? Like properly?
it's not just for postcards, folks.
Oh, well, I feel like
I am
I
so
thought they were more
sorry.
of a pet.
No.
I thought they were like there just to impregnate the other normal shit cows, the ones that they actually ate.
How would that happen? Then they'd be funny and cute as well, and you wouldn't want to eat them.
Oh, good point. I might cut this bit out because I feel like a right moron.
No, I love it. You're keeping it in. Honestly, you are keeping it in. And if you're not keeping it in, I'm telling you, I'll be telling Abby about it.
Fuck's sake.
And see the pigs you see in farms as well.
Well, did you have to ruin it for? I know they kill the pigs. I'm not an idiot.
Like,
Aye, we
that's
don't-
where
aye.
bacon comes from, okay?
No, but when you said the Highland cow steaks, it's like,
Yeah.
why would that be the selling point? It'd just be a nice steak. You don't call it a Highland cow steak. You don't call a normal steak
I've
a
never
normal
heard
cow
of
steak. No.
Highland cow steak. The Wagyu burgers, they're really nice.
Yeah.
Have you had
Yeah,
them?
they're them bred like it's the way they're fed and the way they're like massaged.
Massaged and fed with beer and...
I wish I was massaged and fed with beer.
We'll do that after, Chris, okay? So this is why you're doing it. So I just think it's great that you get Highland Coos on the right hand side, you get Farm Shop on the left hand side, and you actually see the produce before you're buying it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that. I mean, I didn't really think of it like that, but yeah, it's kind of like where people go into a restaurant and pick a lobster for them to go and kill.
Aye.
I mean, not that you can say I want that cow, and they'll go out the back and cut you a chunk
You
off
could
it.
actually, though.
Yeah, if you were paying for the whole thing, I'd imagine.
Oh, that's what the butchers do.
My gran and papa stay in a croft outside game day, and we all bought a pig each, and they reared the pigs, and then we went and took them to get slaughtered. And I had a freezer full of pig, but my pig got something wrong with its leg, so we couldn't get it at home. But because my mum had watched the whole process, she went vegetarian, so I got her pig too.
Nice
So we had like an entire year of pork, and it turns out we bought the wrong pig to get bacon from, so none of it was bacon.
Just having pork chops every day for a year.
Mine was called Harry Trotter.
So you named it as well. How could you eat something
My
you
gran
named?
massaged its leg and everything because it had a sore leg. I was a bit stupid though, because I was like, oh look how cute that one is. It was the smallest one. No thinking the process through.
I get less meat for my money.
Luckily my mum went vegetarian. We got hers too.
How much is a pig?
Oh, I don't know. I think we were about £75 all in for the pigs, and then for the food for a couple of months to feed them, and my gran and papa
So you got a
kept them.
year's worth of pork for 75 quid.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that. I was before that. That was like 10 years ago I did that.
So you were like young and willing to kill your pet.
I didn't have to look at it every
You're a
day,
psycho.
though.
You're not crazy.
This is what farmers do.
It's good food.
I know, but I'm not a farmer. I eat it, not kill it.
But it's better than just going into a supermarket and getting something that's pre-packed and
And you
I
don't
like
know where it's came
All right,
from.
all right.
Exactly.
I like fresh caught, cooked, cut, killed meat, butchered,
Highland
lovely,
Coo.
Highland cow. But as long as I don't have to do the killing and the butchering, that's
Aye,
why we
that's
need local
true.
butchers.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no,
true.
we never did the butchering. We sent the pigs away to get that done.
So why did
There's
you get
no-
the pigs? Just so you can grow an
rear them and
emotional attachment?
grow them ourselves and feed them and everything.
So you can become emotionally attached before they were killed.
It's like growing cress, is it? It's exactly the
Oh
same.
yeah, just like growing cress. A yogurt pot on the windowsill.
Need a bigger space though.
Right, that's what they do at schools these days. They give you a little piglet to take home, and then you can grow it. And it's a class piglet. You all name it together, and
Aye.
you spend a week each, and at the end of the year, you all bring out a knife and stab it to death. You're not a psycho.
That's like Lord of the Flies, is it really?
This is why we need farmers, and we
Lord of
need,
the Pigs.
we need butchers. We need these people to do the job that weirdos and
Aye.
wussies like me won't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Spotty Bag's gone digital.
Oh yeah.
Seen that?
Online shopping.
Spotty Bag website.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was quite intrigued because they had a whole section for low calorie, low sugar stuff,
Did you?
and there's loads. I didn't realise there was that many.
No.
I thought, how surely that doesn't warrant a whole section like
Is that like bucket and spades or something?
low sugar. No, it's like sauces and
Oh,
like
it's actually food. Okay.
actual food.
Okay.
Yeah. You know,
Weights and skipping ropes and stuff.
right, they're all low sugar.
Low fat,
They technically fit in their category.
low fat sleeping bags. Nice one.
Right. I could do with a low fat t-shirt. Minimise the fat. Yeah, no, so they've gone digital. That was quite interesting. I found anything else happening?
We've got the vinery coming up just here.
The what?
The vinery.
Oh, aye. Is that what it's called? I thought it was
Yeah,
like
the vinery.
garden.
It was Duff House's vinery.
They're
In Ainsley Gardens.
entire place.
Are they?
Yeah.
I can't remind exactly what they're doing, but it's going to be some sort of cafe, but they're going to grow their own foods and.
Yeah.
Me and a colleague spent like 40 minutes there trying to catch a photo of a bee. There was loads of bees, and we just wanted this one picture of a bee, and it was just so hard to get a picture of a bee. Ever tried? Chased a bee with a camera before?
Kenna, it's on my to-do list, like. They're doing the harbour here.
Yeah, they've been at it a while.
I think they stopped.
They're having a dispute at the moment.
Are
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they disputing?
It's too wheat.
or something. We were supposed to be cleaning it. We started one day, and then like the offices and that. And then we started one day, and then it just kept getting cancelled and cancelled and cancelled. And there's a dispute over the contracts.
Okay. So they disputing over who's doing the work?
I'm not sure.
It wasn't a Banff, it was on Facebook, it was on the internet, but
Yeah.
no, we're not sure.
You informational
I don't.
storage.
Well, look, the ken it stopped working anyhow.
Yeah.
Yes, it's ground to a halt.
Aye, yeah.
It's like a big dam.
Yeah. There's been like the wall fell in a couple of years ago. There hasn't been a base swim for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
See, to be honest, I lost contact with the outside world when COVID happened.
Yeah.
So
I think Abdi did, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I didn't even know it was being renovated till one day I took the long way to Tesco's.
Does that mean that the boats can't get in and out then?
Yeah, and I think the folk are getting the marina fees returned to them.
Yeah, I don't blame them for that.
I would.
Do you know what I mean? You, especially considering, you've been stuck in for
Well, if you've
ages.
got, if you've
you could
got
be
a
out on
boat in
your
a
boat.
marina, you really want to actually go
back.
somewhere
Yeah.
apart from the marina, really.
Yeah.
Do you reckon if they like hired a crane or whatever, they could remove it themselves?
No, they
Wouldn't
could, but then they take to pay
Where are they
fees
gonna
at a
put it?
different place, and
Yeah, I suppose.
the fees are quite high, I think.
And everybody's drive's not big enough to fit their boat in.
Yeah, definitely not my house. I'll tell you that much.
Boats are all with though. My daughter's car got totaled the other week by a boat.
Well, she was on the road in the car.
No, she was in the sea.
I honestly,
No, speedboat shot past while she was driving across the sea.
Kieran had
What
driving
a
like
stupid
honestly,
fucking question. That is the dumbest
No,
question.
but I'm thinking, was the boat on the road or was the car in
The
the
boat
sea?
was on the road.
Why would the car be in the sea?
I don't know. Maybe our daughter's a really bad driver.
Well,
Like me.
she's not you. Fucking hell. If you told me you crashed your boat in the sea, I'd believe it. Anyone else told me, and I'd be like, that's what?
I bet it was announced not long ago as a flying car just being tested.
Yeah, I
Is
did I see that? Yeah, it cost like
Yeah.
$2.8 million.
Yeah. I heard it on the radio and I just shouted at the radio.
Have to save up for a wee bit for that.
Oh, you're not gonna get one of them from the Toyota garage, are you?
No,
So where am I dropping you off? There's no Bridge Street access.
just came through it.
Just drive down it. Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and
too.
Louise, aye, come on, let's do it. Let's
Where
do
do you
it.
want dropping off, dear?
Just down beside Biobab.
Is that how you pronounce it?
No,
No, I didn't think it was. I'm not even sure I know how to pronounce it.
I'm not sure, but I think it's a tree.
This is why I do text reviews. So I don't sound like a moron. Well, she's come out with some crackers, but I keep cutting them out because they're too embarrassing for her.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to question her
To be fair,
intellect.
my brain runs at about 20% capacity. Mostly, like everything is written down. I have notepads
You're lucky it
and
runs
things
at
for everything.
20%. That's
Because I
good.
retain nothing.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, that was
Is that
great.
it?
It's been a cracking time. And
It's been okay.
Yeah.
yeah. I can't believe you thought her daughter might have crashed her car into a boat in the sea.
But you don't know. You heard about people rolling off into the harbour all the time. It's
Yeah,
not
but
that
she said that her car
unknown.
was written off by a boat. I don't think she meant anything to do with her daughter crashing into a boat.
Well, no,
Wow.
now that I've thought more about the way that it was said, yeah.
So what do you think about having a guest? Did you
Yeah,
enjoy
I really
it?
enjoyed it. I quite
Wow.
like it. It's good to get a different perspective, see what somebody else thinks about the area. Somebody that's stayed here their whole lives as well.
Yeah, definitely. She seemed half sold on the idea of staying here. No, I mean you've got to love the area.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
But there's pros and cons at every area. So if you move to move somewhere else, you'd find a negative side as well as a positive side. It's just what you choose to look for, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
what you'll see the most of.
Yeah, I mean the pros of this area far outweigh the cons.
Oh yeah.
I mean there are some bits like it being a small town, everyone knows each other's business, and
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But at the same time, look at the beauty of it.
Yeah. It's a nice way of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. A nice
Definitely.
pace of life.
Do you think if you had the option, you'd ever go back to a more populated area?
No. I would buy a second house in a more populated area and go back and forth. But I would always want this to be my base. I'll be honest, I'm just really attached to my house because that's where my kids grew up, and every time I look at different bits of the house it reminds me of different things, and I don't want to
that's
ever
where he
leave
first
it.
shit himself. That's where he first doodled on the wall. Oh,
I'm very attached
there's
to
the
the house.
first mark where he threw his PlayStation controller through the wall. Oh, that's the first time he called me a bitch. You wait till they're teenagers.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's the first time I found his crusty underwear. Oh, look, there's where I found his first porn mag. Yeah, you've got a whole down. You're really attached to the house now. It's gonna peak and go downhill from there. You're gonna be like, maybe we'll move. Well, it's been fun. I've enjoyed having a guest on.
Yeah.
I think it'd be exciting to see who comes on next.
Yep.
And yeah, definitely. It's been good. All right.
Yes.
See you next week.
Yes.